What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James, ReductionAgency.com, Urban-Picker.com. 24 years selling full-time on eBay, and yesterday was an eventful day, more than one way. And I'm going to show you what I've known for a very long time, and just another round of proof about eBay. You'll see what I mean when I get to the numbers. So first off, I want to say thanks everybody for all the comments, support, and stuff on yesterday's video. I decided to put that video on this channel because most of you don't just watch my other channel, Life is Too Short for Pants, where I was going to put more personal stuff. So I figured, that was, I don't know, more based for here, just because this channel's been around for so long. You guys have been around for so long, so wanted to talk about that stuff here with you guys. But yeah, so we're gonna see what this road takes us. So I started today, and we'll see where it goes from here. So, he said 9 months, but I wonder if he meant 90 days. This is 30 with 3 refills. Oh, so that's more. Okay, so then you probably have to go back to get, okay. How's it working? Okay, never mind. And started on some prednisone. Hopefully we can clear up this mess too, so that'd be nice. It would be nice. So I appreciate it. Notes for yesterday on eBay. I noticed at 12 noon, my time, Central Time, when I would get an offer, the email stopped coming to my email box. So there was a lag in that. It looks like it started up again around 5 p.m. So maybe 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. on, I started getting the offers back in. So, but I don't think the ones that I had to take on my phone ever made it here. I don't remember which ones they were. So, they could be here, I guess. But so that was a problem going on at 12 noon. It started. Then I noticed too on my media store, I will click onto the main part of the seller hub and it will read 0 listings. So, like I have 0 listings. Numbers. Before I get into numbers, I'm just going to say this. So, offers to watchers. Offers to watchers in the morning when there's no problems, I used to have, I don't know, 50 plus. On probably like 30 plus on the clothing store, 50 plus on the media store. Throughout the day, I'll get 10 here, 20 there. I check it various times throughout the day. So 10 here, 20 there, 15 here, 7 here, depending on the space I go. So I checked the offers to watchers on my clothing store before the Blues game started. So right about 6:30. So in 3 hours on my clothing store, this is going to give you an idea of what to expect with these numbers. So in 3 hours on the clothing store, I had to send out 60 offers to watchers, not 10, 15, 20, 60 offers to watchers. Well, what happened there? What happened there? Let's get into the numbers. So yesterday was an eventful day for me. So I only got 46 items listed. Run total for the week, 328 items listed. Yesterday sold for the media store 51 items, right? Been kind of normal-ish. Clothing store, yesterday I sold 8 items on the clothing store. Or the day before, sorry. Day before yesterday, 8 items on the clothing store. 8. I'm like, what's wrong with this? Something's wrong. No, James, it's your items. No, something's wrong. Yesterday, 45 items in my clothing store sold, bringing the total to 96 for the day. 96 items sold yesterday. Now you wonder why I complain that something's going on, something is wrong, something is hurting sales, something's suppressing XYZ, there's issues, etc., etc. Money made on the media store yesterday, $569. Clothing store, $520. Day before, $166, $216, $520, bringing the daily total to $1,089. Weekly total, $2,506. That is a glitch. A glitch in eBay's suppression allowed me to get the same amount of sales in my 20,000 piece clothing store as I get in my media store that has 67,000 pieces. So now you understand more when I say my store should be doing around $1,200, $1,000 to $1,200 every single day. So how in the world did this happen? Will it ever get back to that? That store has been I've been fighting issues on that store for a while now. As I've told you, it's been acting like the media store for 3 years when I was fighting the sales and issues and stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, 45 items sell after a day of selling 8 items. That's just messed up, man. The control behind the scenes of suppressing people's stores is nuts. And the thing is, these items that sell are not items that everybody else has up. These items are like unbranded hats. I sold $160 just in plain unbranded hats yesterday. A couple of fishing hats. NPN, environmental, is what's stitched on this hat. So, I mean, so just a lot of just common stuff from my store, but other people don't have up. What is it? Where's the answer plot? What is answer plot? I don't know. Just all this Sarah Fisher written on the hat. Who's that? I don't know. But it's just what it just goes to show that something is drastically going on behind the scenes that affect our accounts. Again, what that is it design? Is it problems? We'll probably never know because eBay's never going to share that info with us. Because it would probably get them into a lot of trouble if they did. And yeah, today we are going on 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m. yesterday, I had $275 on this day. And I said in yesterday's video, if the sales keep going, it'll be $1,000 day. Sales kept going and it was almost an $1,100 day. So going on 10 o'clock today, that clothing store is at $14. Media store is at $59. So big difference. So we're at 75, so $200 less than the previous day. And it's not just one item, you know, it's several items. Overnight in the media store, 10:30. Sales, then at 10:23 or 12:23, 12:24, and then not again until 3:33, then 4:22, then 5:23, and then I took a couple of offers at 8:47, and that's been the last things that came through an hour ago. A couple of offers I took. So completely different from the day before. And we're probably going to get completely different results from the day before. So just more of the chaotic, like what the hell stuff that has been making me question things for the last 5 years now. What the hell's going on? Why is this happening? Let me take a look and see if those were promoted or organic yesterday in the clothing store. Promoted. 37 promoted, 8 organic. Whereas the day before was 5 promoted. The day before that was 12 promoted, 13 promoted, 8 promoted, 8 promoted, 19 promoted, 13 promoted, 16 promoted. Yesterday was 37 promoted. Take it and run, I guess, you know. It's an anomaly, a glitch in my favor. That's what I'm just going to call it. It was a glitch in my favor. Because I don't think that's the way eBay is designed to perform these days. Unfortunately. It was a throwback to the good old days where feeding the beast meant you're feeding the beast. The beast was eBay, where now eBay is just a broken hyena limping through the woods starving. Wait, hyenas don't live in the woods. Coyote. That's better. A broken leg coyote limping through the woods starving. And not the beast to be fed anymore. So back to the volume game today. So I am going to allow myself this week to just do whatever. I'm not going to pressure myself to list any certain amount or anything like that, just in case. I don't know how the new pill's going to affect me. You know, your body's got to get adjusted. So if I just take a nap or something, I'm not going to be mad at myself or anything like that. Or if I just want to chill or whatever. So I'm going to just allow my body this week to get adjusted to it and not pressure myself to do anything more than I want to do. So, and we'll go from there. And of course, you'll all be along for the ride and see what's going on. I do have to say, though, I don't want to be critical of comments because I appreciate all your support and everything, but please, if you're going to give your opinion or advice, at least watch the video and hear what I say through and through. Like you can't, it's hard to help when you don't have all the information. So when people suggest something, but I talked about, it really doesn't help, and you just kind of wasted your time. So at least take the info in. Um, if you're helping because you care, you'll take the time to understand the whole situation, right? Now, if you're just trying to help defeat an ego, then you're not going to care and just, oh, this is what blah blah blah, right? A few of them was get out to nature. No shit, Sherlock. The problem is, if you watch the video, I can't get out. I don't want to get out. That's part of the problem. I love hiking. I love bike riding. I love jogging. Problem is getting myself motivated to do it. So if you would have watched the video, you would have known that, and saying, well, get out and hike. It's good for you. Duh. Duh. So I don't mean to be mean about it, but just, if you're going to give info, just take in all the information beforehand. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I do appreciate it. Not trying to be too critical. Just realist. Just a reality check, if you will. So, I don't know. What do we talk about now? I'm not. I never, with anything in life, I hope for the best, prepare for the worst, right? I don't expect anything, but I hope for something, right? As the doctor said, we're just going to start throwing things against the wall, see what sticks, see what works, see what happens. So this is just the first step in both the sinuses and the other parts. But so 2 different avenues right here. So what do I hope? I hope that I can stop fighting myself to, I mean, if I can do what I do and I have a difficult time making myself do it, even though I enjoy it, what can I do if I don't have to force myself to do it? If I, you know what I mean? Like, how much am I leaving on the table? I sit here some days and I'm like, before this started, and I picture myself in the basement when my office was in the basement, and I was boom, 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 doing, working, going, boom, boom, boom. Where now I just spend so much time going, just trying to make myself do something, creating systems so I can keep changing it up to keep myself motivated, right? How many times have I talked about that? How I got the whole system process set up so I can change it consistently because it's very hard for me to stay on task and to stay motivated, where I sit there and picture myself downstairs working there, and I was just gung-ho, just boom, 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 and nothing was stopping me. And I'm like, why can't I harness that now? What is different, right? So I was always trying to figure out what's different between then and now in me. And again, it all just comes back to the same thing. And we're finally, after, I kind of told the doctor, I'm very good at self-analyzing. It just took me a while to get to this reality because I probably just didn't want to admit it, that I needed help, that I couldn't do it on my own, I couldn't figure it out. And, and a lot of other comments too is just, try this, medicine's bad, et cetera, which I get all that. Trust me, I get it. But if you watch my videos, you've seen me with, like, all year long trying different things. And I may not have been aware or even said it or anything on why, because I didn't register it. But I'm imagining now, and then if you look back at my videos where I was just trying to focus, I was just trying to stay, and So and how I was just trying different things and different procedures. So it's not like this was a decision made on a whim, right? It was a decision that after many months trying to, do it on my own, figure it out on my own, and that it just didn't happen. So, again, I appreciate everything. Just please take in all the info when you try to help somebody. If you have all the info, you can be it'd be your comments and your time is better served, right? Actually helping, right? So that's all I'm saying. Not meaning anything mean wise. So I can say also that I think I think that the whole announcement and this whole process will show it'll highlight the people who do care, right? And those that not so much. So I appreciate it. I do. As I said, if you were doing it more for me and less for you, I appreciate it. But we'll see where it goes, Hope for the best. It would be nice to be, because see, I was already headed down, I'm the clear-headed road, the no stress, no problems, mind wide open. I was already there. I just couldn't find that last little step to just, like I said, growing up, people always thought I was always on drugs because I was always just so happy, so jokingly, so going. And I want to be that again. I want people to think I'm on drugs because I'm just enjoying life so much. I want to be that again. And, just again, I think just after years of being beat down with problem or stress after stress, situation after situation, you just get kind of, your mind gets melted into that mindset. And it's almost like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm spitballing here and that, it's almost like projection, right? You project into the universe what you want, and that subconsciously makes you get it, right? It subconsciously pushes you and motivates you and drives you to get it. I could see that being the same with if you're constantly being beat down and you just slowly over time just accept it or feeling the same way and start feeling like there's no point, then you're going to live that. And then the mind, kind of just molds into that mindset. I don't know, I'm just talking now. And does that deplete a certain chemical, because it's almost like if you don't use it, you lose it. If you spend so much time on a negative front, then you're going to lose that ability to be consistently happy. Maybe as simple as that. Just years of the negative view of what was going on just made me, lose the happy. Break it down to just layman's terms. I lost the happy. And whether that's a chemical reaction in the brain or whether that's just a mindset or whatever, I haven't been able to get it back. Even though I think I said it yesterday, maybe I didn't try long enough, but I've tried the whole year, putting myself first, wanting to do this, but when I'm just having a difficult time wanting to do something I enjoy, then I know there's a bigger problem that I can't get over by myself. So we'll hope for the best. We will hope for the best. And I think it's going to be apparent if it's working or not. You know, am I the same person making the same videos, or are you seeing more bad jokes, right? Are you seeing more shorts, more stupid shorts? Are you seeing just the attitude change? Are you seeing a glow? You know, I mean, I think you're gonna see whether there's any kind of change within me. It's gonna be pretty obvious, I think. So, being I do a video every day. So, we shall see. We shall see. Because I feel I accomplished everything I could on my own. Confidence back, the realization back of there's no stress right now, right? Pee-wee under control. It just, I milked all the positive as far as I could take it internally, and I still couldn't get over that one last little hurdle. And that's the way I'm kind of viewing it. So hopefully 9 months of this will get me over that little hurdle and won't need it no more, and I'll be bounced back out. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, enough babbling, James. Get to work. All right, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. So, thank you, and I will see you all in the next video.